All right, let's talk about dreams. You ever wake up and think, wow, that was the weirdest movie I have ever seen? I mean, just total nonsense, right? Well, what if it's not nonsense? What if it's actually a secret code written by your brain specifically for you? Today, we're going to crack that code. So picture this. You're dreaming. You're in a place you know, somewhere near your home. But suddenly, there's an alley. It feels really narrow, kind of constricting, and you have no idea where it leads. And right next to that alley, there's a brand new construction site. We're talking bare bones here. The foundation's just been poured. The walls are maybe a few feet high. You can just tell it's a project in its absolute earliest, most delicate phase. Then, things get a little more personal. You see your older brother, but he looks different. He's thinner, almost frail, and he just seems unwell. And he's waving off your help, insisting on going his own way. And just as he's leaving, he tries to get into that new construction site, but he's using this small, totally wrong side door. Just bizarre, right? So what on earth do we do with all that? Is it just your brain making random noise while you sleep? Or is it trying to tell you something incredibly important about what's going on in your actual life? That dream with the alley, the construction site, the weakening brother, and that really weird side door, that is our puzzle for today. It seems like a total mess of unrelated images, I get it. But trust me, by the end of this, we're going to translate it into a story that makes perfect sense. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'll just look it up in a dream dictionary. But here's the thing, those books, they get it completely backwards. They operate on this idea that a symbol means the exact same thing for everybody. And that's just not how our brains work. And this right here is exactly why they fail. A dream dictionary is going to tell you a flower means, I don't know, romance or purity. But what does a flower mean to you? Does it remind you of your childhood garden? A fading memory of someone you loved? Or maybe it's a stand-in for that big project you've been working on. You know, cultivating? See, your personal history, your memories, that's what gives a symbol its real meaning. So if dream dictionaries are out, what's in? Well, we need a decoder ring. And our source material points to this amazing framework called the Brain Kinematics Model, or BKM for short. Now, kinematics is the study of motion, and that's the key. This model sees your dreams not as a static, universal language, but as a dynamic, deeply personal one, built from the movement and architecture of your own mind. Okay, first key idea. Memory motifs. The easiest way to think about these is like the files and folders on your computer. They're the building blocks of who you are, your identity, your memories, your big ideas. And your dreams? They're basically a nightly status report, showing you which files are growing, which are fading into the archive, and, crucially, which ones might be interfering with each other and causing system errors. Next up, we've got strain. This is the juice. It's the emotional and mental energy that's constantly flowing through your mind. Think of it like pressure or tension. Dreams don't just show you the static files, they show you the energy dynamics. They give you a visual for where that pressure is building up, where it's getting stuck, and where it's finding a healthy path forward. And the final piece of our decoder ring is continuity fields. This is all about the life cycle of, well, everything in your head, every thought, project, or feeling. It has a birth, a peak, and a decline. So that new construction site in our dream, that could be a new idea just being born. A dying flower in another dream? Maybe that's an old hobby that's starting to fade. Your dreams are literally mapping out the entire story arc of your inner world. Okay, so we've got the tools, memory motifs, strain, and continuity fields. Now it's time to go back to that strange dream from the beginning and actually crack the code. Let's put this BKM decoder ring to work. And the really cool part is that this isn't just some vague guesswork. The BKM gives us a clear, repeatable, 4-step algorithm. First, you identify a symbol. Second, you map it to one of your memories. Third, you figure out the energy behind it. Is it growing, fading, blocked? And fourth, you place it on its timeline. Is it just starting, at its peak, or on its way out? So, let's do it. Okay, here's the payoff. This is where it all clicks into place. That alley, it's a controlled path between your old self and this new thing you're starting. The construction site, well, that's the new project itself, in its super early, fragile stage. The thinning brother, that's an old emotional pattern, maybe a responsibility, that's losing its grip on you. And that weird side door, that's your brain's warning sign. It's showing you how that old, fading pattern is trying to butt in and interfere with the new project, but in totally the wrong way. And just like that, the bizarre, random dream becomes a totally coherent And honestly, super insightful story about your own personal growth. How cool is that? So, what's the big picture here? This isn't just about figuring out one wacky dream. It's about realizing that every single night, your brain is handing you a detailed, personalized update on the state of your inner world. This quote from the source material just nails it. Dreams are strain distribution maps rendered visually. They are, quite literally, visual maps of the emotional and cognitive pressure inside your head. They show you where the energy is flowing, where it's getting stuck, and where new things are beginning to grow. Once you start to learn your own unique dream language, it's like you get access to this personal cognitive dashboard. Your dreams can give you a direct line into your emotional health, the clarity of your own ideas, the strength of your identity, even pointing out your mental workload or emotional roadblocks that you need to deal with when you're awake. And get this, the average person has over 100,000 dreams in their lifetime. Just think about that. That's a massive, untapped database of personalized insights about your own mind, generated fresh every single night just for you. So here's the takeaway. Your dreams are not random noise coming from some strange, far-off place. They're speaking a language built from the very fabric of your life, your memories, your hopes, your fears, a language designed by you for you. The only question left is, are you listening?